Hello everyone. In today's video we'll discuss about another India made 3D print filament brand. It is called as 3Idea Technologies. See it. So if you buy any of 3Idea filament, it will come kind of this box, this paper box, and I bought 5 of them. This one is pearl white, this one is orange, this one is yellow, this one is blue, and this one is brown. So I bought 5 spool of them. I will talk about both the pros and cons of the filament. So first of all, they are India made filament, and quality of the filament is like good. I mean, you can have decent print. Now this one is the first one what I bought. I printed many objects with this filament. This is really good. This one is pearl white. You can see it is a bit of shiny, and if there is any like figure in like Buddha statue or any kind of statue you will print with this white filament, it will be really good. You see this brown one, so I printed one home with it, and it is fantastic. Like if you see this brown color, it is really rich. I really like this filament, as they are like from same company and they are all PLA. So all the properties like thermal properties, and they are all same for all others. So I will discuss for any one of them, and that is applicable for every other PLAs here. And there are lots of other color is available. You can buy it from Amazon or their website. By the way, this is not a paid promotion, or they didn't send me these filaments. I bought it from Amazon my own, with my own money, so don't think that it is a paid promotion. I'll talk about both pros and cons of this filament. First of all, if I go with the properties here, so you can see here it is written, it is PLA plus with brown color, thickness is 1.75 millimeter, and temperature is 195 degree to 220 degree Celsius, and bed temperature should be 45 to 60 degree Celsius, and net weight is 1 kg. That means your filament weight is 1 kg, not the gross weight. That is a good thing. So you will get 1 kg of filament inside it. So overall, what we understood from here, that this PLA can go from 195 to 220 degrees Celsius, but that is actually not the case. I tested many things and many way, so it can't withstand 220 degrees Celsius. So although I mean quality of the filament is good, but I'm not sure why it is written 220 degrees Celsius, because it can't withstand that much temperature. Now coming back to print quality of the filament, here you can see this one is with the pearl PLA, white pearl PLA. So quality of this is great. It is shiny, you can see, and yeah, it is good. Similarly with the yellow one, you can see this one is also good in quality. Same goes for other two, like this one is for blue and this one is for orange. All of them are pretty good in quality. This one I wrote the temperature range and all, but this one I really liked. I mean, that is fantastic. The quality came for the brown color, that is really good. But only one thing you have to be careful, that you should print it either 200 or below 200 degrees Celsius. Other than that, I mean, if you go below 200, it is like really good. 195 to 200 is really good, but if you go beyond 200, I mean more than 200, then quality will be decreased. I mean, although we saw in the spool that it is written from 195 to 220 degrees Celsius, but I don't think it can withstand that much of temperature. And easily I'll show you the example that what it will happen if you go beyond 200 degrees Celsius. But this brown color is really good. I really like the quality of the material. Here I printed couple of benchy as well. uh, yeah, and you can see I printed couple of benchy. So first I printed this one, this white pearl PLA. Here there are two parts. One is very smooth, and you can see below it is not that great. There are lots of like bubbles came. This one actually, the model came with Bamboo Lab printer. I have Bamboo Lab A1 here. You can see it is printing on temperature tower with that blue filament of the 3Idea technology. So I gave for temperature tower printing, which will go from 200 to 240. We will see the result later. But coming back to benchy, so in my Bamboo Lab A1 printer, one high speed benchy model came, and its default temperature was 220 degrees Celsius as a print temperature. So it started with like this, and you can see the uh, how like bubble came up when it was like 220 degrees Celsius. So I reduced the temperature, and then it is fantastic. I mean, shape is good, but I don't know whether you can see or not. This portion, like the lower portion, there are lots of bubbles came up just because of high temperature. Here it is printing in 240 degrees Celsius, so it is too much for it. So yeah, I will go back to the result when print will finish. But now coming back to other benches. So white one I already told that I printed one with like 220 and it was not great. But when I reduced the temperature to 200 degrees Celsius, now this one is good. There are, I mean, very less amount of stringing. There are little bit of stringing here, but other than that it is fine. And quality of the surface is also smooth, and it is very good. Like shape and color, everything is good. Similarly for orange as well. So you can see, so this lower portion also I kept it like just for testing. I kept it to 220 degrees Celsius, and you can see the difference. So this glossy portion, let me focus, this glossy portion, this one is printed in 220 degrees Celsius, and this portion in 200 degrees Celsius. But you can see it is not only glossy, there are lots of blobs, like there are lots of blobs, just like sign that it cannot withstand 220 degrees Celsius. But when I decreased the temperature to 200 degrees Celsius, now it is fine. And you can see, other than like little bit of string here, the entire model printed like in very good condition. Yeah, so that's about the orange one. And if I go for the yellow one, the same thing. I decreased the temperature below 200 degrees Celsius, like not below, actually I did like exactly 200 degrees Celsius while it was printing here. And this one was printed with 220 degrees Celsius. So for that reason it is too much shiny, and there are lots of kind of blobs, you can see. Clearly I will show you when my temperature tower will be completed. It is now being printed, then you can see what is that actual temperature it can withstand, and the quality where we can print properly. But if you print it in 200 degrees Celsius, just like me, like this portion, you can see this is really good. For this filament, 200 degrees Celsius is the actual printing temperature. So although it is written in the spool 195 to 200 degrees Celsius, but I think that is kind of misleading. You should not go beyond 200 degrees Celsius, it can't withstand. Here also you can see this is the blue one. You can see it comes out really good. So this portion was printed in 220 degrees Celsius, and this portion printed with 200 degrees Celsius. And last one that I like most, that is the in chocolate color or like in brown color. So they told it brown. This one is really good. You can see while the temperature was 220 degrees Celsius, you can see the difference here. So this one, there are lots of blobs and like this kind of thing, and in FDM 3D print this kind of things happen for your over temperature. So this portion was printed in 220 degrees Celsius, and then I reduced it to 200 degrees Celsius. Now you can see the quality. It is really good. It is fantastic. The quality is really good, and I like the color as well. So this is a really good quality benchy. Only thing is that you have to print it in 200 degrees Celsius. That's all. Now coming back to pros and cons of the filament. So first I will go ahead with the cons first. First of all, uh, this filament come with one box like this, but they are not vacuum sealed. That is one really bad thing. So moisture can come inside and it can ruin the filament. So 3Idea, if it is possible, please do a vacuum seal while you shipping the filament. Number two, in one morning what I found that I kept my filament open in my printer, and when I came to the printer in the next day, I saw that filament broke. So I am in Bangalore. Temperature goes below like 25 degrees Celsius, and if you like don't uh, unload your filament and put it to your box, and if you keep open in your printer, then it may break. So it is little brittle compared to other filaments. Number three, it is not tangle free, so there are lots of tangle, so spooling is not that great. So I can show you in here itself. So you can see spooling is not that great, so it is not tangle free at all. So what will happen, what I found, there are a lot of tangles inside it. So I will show you in my yellow color and the white PLA. I saw there are many tangles. And why tangle will cause problem? Because let's say you gave one print and it is printing, and then suddenly for the tangle, it is tangled and your extruder cannot bring the filament inside your hot end, and then it will stuck there. Either it will print like on air or your print will fail. See the way it tangled. So it tangled pretty badly. So I was printing one of my print in my Bamboo Lab A1, and suddenly I got that filament tangle notification. I rushed to the machine and then I saw this thing. This is horrible. Like, it's really bad. Same thing happening for this white pearl peel as well. You can see this tangle. I untangled it many times, I mean for some of the turn, but again, I mean there are many tangles inside it. So you have to be very careful while you are printing. So otherwise in your mid print it will tangle and it will fail your print. It is very pathetic. That's why your spooling should be good. So 3Idea, please work on that. Your filament is not tangle free, and if it is like that, many prints will fail, and uh, it is really bad and pathetic. Now if I come back to pros, yes, this filament is good. You can see the quality. So if you print, although like it can't withstand 220 degrees Celsius, but as it is PLA, it is not expected to go beyond like 210 or 220. But what I am little disappointed, because they wrote in the spool that it can withstand from 195 to 220, but if I print any object in 220 degrees Celsius, you can see the result. So this one is printed in 220 degrees Celsius. So that part, I think either they should improve their product quality, or they should change their label, that what is actually it can withstand. It should not be like that anyone have to print the temperature tower or something like that, then only they can use. So it is bit misleading. So 3Idea, please improve your labels or improve your product. I printed the temperature tower using the blue filament, and here you can see the result. So it started with 240 up to, I mean, decreased by 5 degree and 200. I'm not considering this 240, 35, 30, 25, all these, but as 3Idea claims that uh, it is from 195 to 220, but I'm considering from here you can see it can't even withstand 220. So now, I mean, the amount of stringing happened, it definitely can withstand that much heat. So not even 220, 225, 210, I can see only at 200 it is good. So you can see all these overhangs, so they are all good at 200. So 200 is a good temperature for this filament. You can see here as well, there are lots of stringing here up to 210 as well. So you can see 200 is a good temperature for this filament. So that is the only thing. If you want a good result, you have to be either 195 or 200. I think 195 may cause some under extrusion if you print in like 300 millimeter per second, but 200 is giving good result even in 300 millimeter per second in my bamboo lab A1. There is another print that I did for speed test. You can see here. So for 200 millimeter per second it is matte, and it becomes glossy if I decrease the speed. So you can see here, so at 50 millimeter per second it is glossy, but in 200 millimeter per second it is matte. So it is not only for this filament, so every PLA filament behavior is like that. So if you print in high speed, it will be little matte, and if you print in slow speed, it will be glossy finish. But for this blue 3Idea filament, result is like that. Here is another India made filament, that is orange filament. I can compare it. They also claim their filament's temperature range is like 195 to 220. Here you can see the result. I mean, when they are claiming that it is up to 220 degrees Celsius, so in 220 it is pretty good. Not only 220, you can see here actually result is good on 225, and even in like 240 degrees Celsius it is not stringy that much. So to improve the quality of the temperature tower, I thought that maybe it contains some moisture, so I heated them, and like I have a one filament dryer, I put it overnight, and this is the result after that. So even if you do it after like drying your filament, result is same. So I don't think this material can withstand beyond 200 degrees Celsius, but quality is really good. If you print with this filament in 200 degrees Celsius, your like it is pretty much fine. I mean, it's very good actually. If you see the quality of this brown color, it is really good. I mean, not only brown, I mean all of them, they're all good in quality. But you have to print in 200 degrees Celsius. You have to store all the filaments after use, otherwise it can break because it is little brittle. uh, Another pro is that it is India made, so it is little cheaper other than the international brand like Ishan, Sunlu, or like new makers. So it is little cheaper and it is available in Amazon and their website, and it is decent filament. So now coming back to verdict, yeah, it is a good filament after all, but only thing is that you have to print it in 200 degrees Celsius, and you have to be very careful about tangle, because what filament I bought, I mean all of the 5 spools, they have tangle inside it. So you have to be little careful while you are printing, because anytime, I mean for the tangle, your print may fail. So be careful and be mindful while you are printing. I mean you can heard the sound that it's tangle and it is trying to um, draw your filament. So that is one thing. Other than that, it's all fine. So in this video, that's it guys. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.